Welcome back to the KMTRADERS channel. Here we are looking at the Euro USD dollar. We did a previous video on this last week just for projection purposes, just to see where we think the price will be going, and we're going to review it as of today and make another prediction for what will happen, what I think will happen for this week. So we can see that price on this is on the daily channel, on the daily candlesticks. We can see that price is going upwards here in a upwards trend. And we noticed this week that we got this massive, huge sellers orders coming through into the market, and we can see that in the overall trend in this channel that we are on. This is on the daily daily channel. We're overall in a downwards momentum. So this is why we can see that if you notice, price is much easier to go downwards than upwards. As you see, it's more jagged and then straight back down. We get a few momentum rules, but we get ultimately price is coming downwards. So yeah, so we will take this on a lower time frame, on a 4 hourly. So looking on the 4 hourly chart, we can see a bit clear how this trend line, this red one, is respected very well. We have the pin bar rejections, and we also have our key levels hit and tested for support and burst through resistance. So we can see support here on this one, and we blow it through here. So now it is becoming support as we got this here, and now we're doing the same again here, until we finally got this 4 hourly candle, which caused this momentum to crash downwards. So breaking on from this, we need to see how price is respected on our current zone here. So we can see price is taking our way up. So for me to get into this trade personally, I would look for this to see how it comes back down, because we see this as a push, exhaustion, and then we're still on the exhaustion. But so this is basically a push, and then this is exhaustion, right? So to me, the market is signaling downwards, but for me to say that market is continuing downwards, I want to see how it performs and reacts on this key trend line, key zone level here. So for me to judge momentum on the market overall, I mean, this market could just be a fake out. So what I mean is price just overshoots downwards, and then markets just comes straight back up. So we don't want to be caught out by this move. So we have to be careful anytime we see huge momentum in either orders, so either sellers or buyers. I'm always aware of banks coming into the market to try and manipulate the retail traders, which is us ourselves, and obviously we don't want to be losing money. So we have to be a bit smart and be the bankers in this game. So think like the banker. If we saw momentum go, if we push the markets downwards, the retail traders would click onto this. Okay, we've broke the trend line, which is a very obvious trend line, and what we can assume is stop losses to be placed up here, so we would be selling. So something like that, that's what key retail traders would be doing. However, what I would do to get in the market if this was a downwards trade is to see how price reacts to this. As we can see, we've pushed upwards, so went straight through it, and I want to see a retest here. If we do see some confirmation and some buyer sensitivity upon here, I would be looking to go the opposite way just for short term and take profits up towards this level up here. So something like this, and then we would first have to wait for the price to come back down here in this level, see how it reacts and performs. So this is a bit of a waiting game as of now, and I don't want to rush into this, so you have to be careful not to rush too fast. Price may not exactly respect this area as such. it could come back down here and close, but it could equally come back up. So definite confirmation would be if price goes above this key structure point here. And where I was talking in the previous video, if you want to have a look at that, I was talking about how patterns and technical analysis confluence together to give you a better probability of deciding if the market is in an uptrend or a downtrend. So just go back to that video. I think it was the pound USD, I believe. Just for repeats, just for repeating purposes, I'll just say that structure and confluences with trend lines and technical analysis do perform nicely together. So if you're worried about trading and not knowing when to cash out or when to close out, it's more probable because you haven't looked back into previous data and made your own key levels and your own zones and your own trend lines. So my probable best advice, if that is for yourself, if you're currently struggling with that problem, is to go back, take a few days and start to really focus on one pair. Only have a look at one pair and see how it performs over a week, and you make your own analysis every day and potentially trade it on a real account but with low risk, or you can use it on a demo if you're still not in that transition stage. However, I still prefer to do all my back testing on a demo account, just purely because I strongly believe demo account is really not the real thing. So maybe I'll do a video on why demo versus real on the proper in-depth. But for the sake of this video, I'm waiting for just momentum to see how price reacts on this key level, and we'll see if I can get on the entry for upwards, and take profit would be around the 1.12999, and for about 50 pips on the dot for a risk of 25, so it's a nice just 2.0 risk to reward ratio. So we'll come back in the next week and we'll see how this performed, and if you'd like to stay on, feel free to come back and subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.